When it comes to toxic relationships, a lot of us have stories to tell, and many people can actually relate. And that's why it's a very, very interesting conversation that never ever ages. You get the point now. So it's something that we need to address because we cannot deny the fact that toxicity is something that we could or might have experienced at one point or the other. Now the question is, how exactly do we really identify what a toxic relationship is, or who qualifies as being toxic? Sometimes it's not even the other person that's toxic. You too, you're also toxic, you know? Partner in toxicity, co-toxic. How does you get the gist, right? So the point is, this video is going to be addressing what those qualities are that qualify someone as toxic. Keep it locked. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dedoyin Ajayi and I'm a Nigerian-based psychotherapist, and of course you know how it goes. I make content, mental health content actually, for the Nigerian, tailored for the Nigerian audience as well as African countries in general. Now, in the past few, let me say, months, social media has actually been agog with the issue of relationships, all kinds of stories. You hear 30+ men with underage girls, maybe 18 and 19. You know, we hear 60-something-year-old women with 20-something-year-old men. I mean, the stories have been outrageous. You hear people breaking somebody's car, somebody's statue. Howard. But the point is simple. If we are not careful, it's very, very easy to pick up all this bad energy on social media and think that relationships are scams. But that's not the truth. It's just that we need to know the type of people to avoid. And of course, if you find yourself in a relationship and you see some of the things I'm about to talk about, my darling, run. And if anybody asks you,
why are you running? Why are you running?
Tell them the relationship was toxic and I didn't want to be served breakfast. So I decided to serve with them breakfast in bed. I'm savage. I know. Anyways, I've had to deal with clients who went through horrendous experiences, and trust me, they are not things you want to experience. And if you have, I'm sure you can relate to some of the things I'm saying. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about signs your partner is toxic, or signs that you might be toxic because your partner, that's how you will not listen for yourself. Abi, it's sure that you're watching, it's not your partner that is watching. So it's good to learn both ways. Now, before I go into the signs that your partner is toxic, what exactly does toxic mean? The word toxic in itself means anything that's unhealthy. That's the key word here. Unhealthy is the key word. Let's do this. Number one, if the relationship is depleting you, right? It is toxic. Mental depletion. Yes, you can take this to the bank. If you cash out, I don't know. But the point is, everything about a relationship has to do with completion, complementing. Do you get? This person and yourself come together and you're like two peas in a pod. You complement each other. There is that sweet sync that comes with you both being together. So when that syncing is not going on, something is wrong, right? So you feel depleted, you feel mentally drained, the energy is wrong, the vibe is negative. Even when people come around you, they can sense it. Your space is always very tense. Trust me, the relationship is unhealthy. Do you understand? So I'm not talking about uniformity where you both think alike, you both dress alike, and all of that stuff. I'm talking about being in the right energy. Do you understand? Like, there's just this, I feel depleted. I feel drained. Like, once you see their call, you're like, what are we going to hear again now? What are we going to hear again now? Like, that energy, generally speaking, that feeling of depletion is not right, and it's not supposed to be the default setting of any relationship. Okay, so that takes us to number 2. Number 2 is when you are constantly criticized by your partner. Make no mistakes, criticisms are okay, but I like that, criticisms are okay, you dig? You like anyways, criticisms are not a bad idea at all. Yeah, your boss has the right to constructively, emphasis on constructively, criticize you. Maybe in some other video I'm going to be talking about how to make constructive criticism. So there are actually ways to criticize in a way that does not damage the person's self-esteem. But when you feel like, hello, whenever this person criticizes me, my self-esteem goes 6 feet below, something is wrong. Something is really wrong. And I'm not saying the one that they will constructively criticize you, but you are still feeling sad. You cannot handle criticism. Don't come and lie under this particular canopy and be saying, bro, sis, you are toxic. Go and watch Dedenya's video. I cannot be held for that kind of wahala. Do you understand? Know how to go and handle being corrected. They are two different things. Constructive criticism sounds like this: you are good for nothing. Look at you. You don't know how to cook. Your food tastes like trash. Look at your mates. They compare you. Did I say constructive criticism? Destructive criticism, sorry. It sounds like those things. They compare you with other people. They bash you. They in fact, they railroad you every opportunity they get. You always feel like you are not good enough. Everything that you do is never okay. You can't talk well. You can't dress well. Your job is not good enough. You don't know how to raise the kids well. You don't know how to relate with people well. Everything you do is questioned and criticized. Hello? Nobody is that bad. And if they have problems with everything you do, think about it. Why exactly are they with you? You should be going now. So the point is simple. Whenever you find out that you are beginning to lose your steam and you cannot even vouch for those things that you can do anymore because there's always somebody saying something negative about you, that relationship is toxic. Run. And if anybody asks you, why are you running? Tell them, I'm running because my relationship is toxic. Okay, so that takes us to number 3, abuse. Do they abuse you physically? That's a no-brainer, right? So the thin line is always between verbal and emotional abuse. Like, he's a good person, no. It's just that when he's angry like this or when she's angry like this, her talk and her tongue. Hey, because you offended them, they are calling you harlots. They're slut shaming you, and you're staying back. They are always abusing you. You're stupid. You must be mad. You are an idiot. Look at you, good for nothing. They say all these things to you. In fact, by now, you can actually go back to text messages upon text messages where you can see them literally bashing you with words. And they drain you of every positive emotional reflex. You are in a wrong situation. So it's either they get help or you get out. I said what I said. They get help or you get out. One of the two has to happen. Let me tell you, you don't have the entirety of the time here on earth. The little time you have, you don't want to spend in a relationship with someone who constantly makes you look and feel stupid. And so this one is directly in tandem with one point that I didn't add and might not come up. So let me just add it here and now. Disrespect. They disrespect you all the time. They don't value your emotions. They don't value your reputation. They talk down on you in the presence of people. Even when you are there, they still talk down on you. When you are not there, they talk down on you. You are being disrespected. They don't listen to you. You are talking to them, they're using to press phone. You are being abused. You don't know. You are being emotionally abused. Let me tell you, abuse is when something that should be valued is not valued. Let that sink in. Abuse is when something that should be valued is not valued. So if I am using my plate that I use to serve food, to pack dirt, what am I doing? I'm abusing the plate because that is not the function of the plate. So you are not supposed to be disrespected in a way that makes you question your integrity as a human, makes you question your dignity. When you are in such circumstances, you are being abused, and run. Run. Number 4, identity loss. You lose your identity. Rest in peace, identity. Simply because you said I do. What a wahoo. Get out. What happened? Don't wear this, don't wear that, don't go to this place. You must not pick these people's call. You must not follow this person on social media. You cannot walk in this place. Excuse me, you are gone. What now remain of you? And you are saying he's all for life. What have they left for you? Think about it. Don't lose your identity. Don't lose it. And if you have, get help. I'm pointing to myself because disclaimer, by the way, I'm not this person in therapy. Should drop this out there. The point is, don't lose your identity for any reason. Think about it. If every other person is taken and you now have to lose you, who else do you want to be like? Every other person already have their own identity. You gotta just own yours. I'm not saying somebody is trying to correct you for nasty habits or issues that you need to work on, because I'm sure somebody is watching and saying, hey, it's true, girl. It's true, girl. He'll be telling me I should not spend so much time on social media. Yes, if you're addicted and he's correcting that, you better take to correction and stop ID under my vlog. My point is, there are certain pertinent characteristics that make us us. You understand? Our personality, the things that stand us out. Let me tell you something. As a psychotherapist, I have a responsibility to my clients, and my responsibility to my clients is to listen to them, to be there for them, provide professional help within the ambience of therapy. Now, if somebody is watching this video and is now feeling triggered that, oh, she's too playful, why is she like that? You know that you don't lose because this is me. Now, that's the difference. When your partner is not comfortable with the version of you that is inherently you and tries to shape it or water it down to suit their own narrative, you are losing your identity. Snap back to the reality that you are. This is your reality. Some things cannot be compromised on the platform or on the basis of relationship. Sacrifice does not come with sacrificing the you that you know you are. You get the point now? So they are asking you to stop hanging out with certain friends. It's not because those friends are not good people or anything evil at all. They just don't like the fact that you're with those people. That's not good. That is not healthy. So that's something you should observe. If you've lost your identity, you are beginning to dress the way you did not used to dress before. You are beginning to have to hang. You are needing to hang out in their crowd. You no longer have your own crowd. They tell you who to talk to. And that brings me to the 5th one. It's pretty much like what I just said. So let me just touch on that very quickly. The 5th one is manipulation. They manipulate you. They are controlling. They are controlling. Everything about you is based on what they want. It's a red flag. And this issue is something that we need to pay attention to on time, guys. It starts very subtly, very, very subtly. It starts with, I would love it if you stop going to that church. It's not a big deal, and they will give you tenable reasons like, hey, it's just, I feel that you should just try out this other church. And I'm like, oh, makes sense. Okay. And then they go, I said go to the church. I didn't say join the choir. I would rather you joined ushering. You know, there's a way ushers look. They're always smart. They gossip a lot in choir. Join ushering. You join ushering. I don't like the fact that you're always going to church to clean chairs. Don't go again. Why? Because I said so. Don't go again. And you cannot dispute it. You see the progression like that. And it falls across all progressions. They are different. It falls across all planes. There are different circumstances in your head right now that fall in this category. Instances where you have been manipulated to do the things you did not want to do. Maybe pull down your status. Pull down that post. Send all the money in your account to my account. Fraud. Because of what? I should send the money in my account to you because what? Anyway, let me not enter that level. The point is simple. Manipulation sometimes mightn't be sniffed out because we are too fuzzy and too in love. But if people are beginning to point out to you that, alright, friend, I think you need to be careful with the way you are doing this and this. Oh, it's because that is what my boyfriend wants, or that is what my girlfriend wants. Toxic. Number 6 is something that you should never negotiate on. I repeat, if your partner is exhibiting number 6, do not negotiate, please. And that is, they have trust and privacy issues. Your partner is always snooping on your phone. They are always checking for what they did not put there. They have trust issues, and sometimes genuinely so. I'm not going to come here and bash everybody who checks their partner's phones. Have you ever cheated on your partner? Yes, they are going to be traumatized and they will check your phone. So don't hide under this vlog. I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking about fresh relationship. Nothing has happened, and they're already checking your phone. They've not healed, and they're going to make you a scapegoat. You need to get them to go for therapy or get out of the relationship. They either get help or they get out. You know what it is. You know how it is. So truth is, guys, many times we condone rubbish. That's the truth. We condone unhealthy situations, and we need to stop. Your partner has every right to want to know where you are, but when they begin to give you 50 missed calls just because you did not return their call, something is wrong. If they are worried, they could drop a text, but those number of missed calls would only upset your emotional state. It will make you feel better. So the whole issue of dropping 50 missed calls for your partner or for someone, it's ludicrous, because when the chips are down and they come to the phone and see all that amount of missed calls, what exactly is the expectation? They won't be excited. They will just be like scared and, oh my goodness, what's going on here? That's the reaction you're going to provoke. So definitely there is nothing appealing at all about having a partner who has trust issues, because when you have a partner who has trust issues, everybody is a suspect. Everybody. You cannot pick calls in peace. You cannot crack jokes in peace. You cannot even like Instagram posts in peace. They don't even born you well to have a celebrity fan. Are you okay? Why are you liking a celebrity? What's that? That's very wrong. Very wrong. So it's a very simple situation here. We are looking at a case of absolute exclusivity. They want you only to themselves, even at the detriment of your own relationships. I mean, other relationships in your life. For context, anyways, this particular video, the topic about toxic relationships or a toxic partner here is geared towards romantic relationships, and that in itself poses the question, if we are in a romantic relationship, then why are you out to get me? And I always say something: broken people break people. Yes, broken people break people, wounded people wound people. So the person is toxic, it does not mean they choose or chose to be toxic. And I'm always saying that good people sometimes can be toxic. So it is what it is. If we have not healed from certain things, we are most likely going to take out our wounds, our scars on someone else. Or if we have been fed with lots of toxic junk from the society, from social media, emphasis on that, chances are you would find yourself gravitating towards certain narratives about people or about men or about women that you would take into your relationship that will ruin things. I've heard of a lady who said there's no way she would date a guy that will not beat her. Like, it's not going to be something that she wants. Why would her guy not beat her? Like, so imagine if the guy is a very laid back person and then she's just waiting for the guy to, she's provoking the guy to beat her. Poor guy. Like, provoking a guy to beat her. She will do things. She would actually hurt the guy so that she can provoke the guy to beat her. Imagine the frustration the guy would have to go through, because maybe he has made a pact never to lay his hands on a woman. He's just going to keep getting hurt because the woman will keep pressing him to do something he would never do. It's an unending cycle of sorrow. So the situation is simple. If your partner has trust issues and they are always infringing on your privacy, or they don't allow you to have any privacy, that's another thing. They are toxic. And the last one is fear. In a relationship, that the keyword should be love, fear. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid in? There should be no fear in love. There should be no fear in love. It's okay to respect your partner. In fact, respect is actually a very, very, very key word in any healthy relationship. But when fear is the key word, there's nothing healthy about it. There is nothing healthy about it. You are always jumpy around them. You are always walking on eggshells. You don't want to say the wrong things. You don't want to trigger them. It's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. And when I talk to clients in therapy who have been there, it's not a good place to be. Trust me, it's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. It is not a good place to be. We all deserve someone that makes us feel comfortable mentally. We want to feel like we are at home. We want to feel like we are valued. We want to feel like we don't have anything to fear. And when we don't get these feelings from our partner and we are getting the reverse, they are the ones triggering the fear. They are the ones making us feel insecure, unprotected. Something is wrong. And so I cannot exhaust this in one conversation. So this has to be a series. Yes, it has to be a series. So this is the first of many series, or let me say the first of a few series. I don't know how long this will take to address the toxicity that exists in our society, but we are starting with this one. So watch out for the next episode, and of course, please subscribe to this channel, share, comment, like, and follow me on social media for more interesting dates until we meet next week on YouTube. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm so grateful. Thank you for giving me this avenue to be goofy and still educate you in one same breath. It's a dream come true. Bye.